empowerment stuff, I will always be like, girl, you full of shit. Because let me tell you something. If somebody molests somebody, if somebody rapes somebody, it doesn't matter. Thank you. Do we have new gifts? We do have new gifts. Beast Summoner. Mythical. Oh, what's this mythical beast? Oh. It is. Hey, Mustang. That is crazy to me. That is crazy to me, you guys. Like, I wanted to go off, but you know what? Like I said, I'm being respectful. I just got home, so I don't want to make a big boom pow. But that is absolutely insane to me to say, well, that was in the past. He said he did all that. I was like, I've been waiting for you to let us know your input. I will let you know the input of the whole thing. I wasn't mad that Miss Mama's got, you just missed the recording. I don't care about the recording she played because the contradictory shit she just said was absolutely insane. To say that Brendan beat his wife and all that happened, you know, in the past. And then be like, if a woman comes to me now and tells me that they need help, I'm going to be there for a woman. But you have evidence of a man beating a woman and you continue to work with the man and then become sexual or whatever with the man. Like, that is the most contradictory shit. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Is that not crazy to y'all? Does this not sound nuts? To sit with someone knowing they beat their ex-wife and you've got photo, video evidence of them beating their ex-wife, but then say if a woman comes to me now, and there are plenty of households that women are, but we're not talking about the plenty of households, we're talking about you. I'm just gagged. And I don't care about the trolls over there. The trolls over there in the comments are like, yeah, you right, you ate that. And I'm like, oh shit. You know, the trolls are gonna do that regardless. But the level of contradictoriness, like, is absolutely insane. I had to leave. I had to leave after that. I was like, bye. I couldn't because I am actually so strong for women empowerment, for survivors. Seeing someone when you're going to, so I can tune in. I'm just talking about this moment right now, but I am such an advocate for survivors of domestic violence. You know, I'm an advocate for all types of people. So when I see people up there pretending to care, which is what Empress is doing for a view and whatever, I was with someone yesterday and he was eating them up. It blows my mind. Because how dare you say, well, all that happened in the past and I sat with him, but if someone comes to me now and there's all these households, you should have stopped fucking with Brandon as soon as you found, thank you, baby, as soon as you found that out. Like, that is the most bullshit. That is crazy to me. That is so hypocritical. Did you hear that, Honey Brown? Oh, Brandon's in the box now? Let me get my iPad. He's in the box now, because I'm gonna ask him a question. He not gonna let me talk to him, so I don't even know why.
I'll stand out of you all business, baby, because that's between you. I'm gonna go back live my baby again and show my mind trouble. So you take you and then you'll buzz down on the motherfucker.
How are you going to say when I found out what Brandon did to his ex-wife? Thank you.
Facts over fiction.
Facts over fiction.
Facts is you thoughts in your feelings. Facts over the fact that you ain't give a fuck about no motherfucking real. The only thing you care about is motherfucking tea. It's content.
Yeah, she does only care about tea. She does always care about tea. Only care about tea. Come on up, Duke. What happened, Duke? You too scary? You just gonna type in the comments? All right, baby. Come back from another page when you're ready.
Not
Viagra.
Facts over motherfucking fiction.
Facts over.
Facts over fiction.
Yeah, but the reason why Empress is hypocritical, did y'all literally not just see her? I asked her, why were you sitting with Brandon this whole time? knowing that he's beat his ex-wife, seeing photos of his ex-wife beaten, knowing there's receipts of that, and then you're saying, now that I found out that he was dealing with someone on the app a certain way, I removed myself from him slowly. So the 7 to 8 months or the year ago, hey, what's up, Harris, that you knew that he beat his ex-wife, you didn't remove yourself from him then? And you were woman empowerment, knowing a man beat the fuck out of his ex-wife with photos? And she said, well, that was back then. He said he did all that. That was this, that was that. That's the most contradictory, hypocritical thing I've ever heard. You can't say if a woman comes to me now, hey, if a woman comes to me now, I'm there for the woman. But you knew that this man beat his ex-wife and you sat with him this whole time. You have photos of him beating his ex-wife. Dell, do you get what I'm saying? Do you guys see how contradictory that is? Exactly. Listen, I would have more respect. I would have more respect for her if she stopped the woman empowerment shit and said, I'm just trying to get the tea. Because you're not really woman empowerment. If you was woman empowerment, you wouldn't be sitting with that man knowing what he did. That's crazy to me. You don't give a fuck about these people and their well-being. You just want the tea and a view. That is so contradictory. I would never sit with a man knowing that he beat the fuck out of women in the past. And then sit up here and say, I'm here for woman now. I'm here for woman now. But ma'am, you weren't for the ex-wife while you were sitting and helping. You were in that man's agency. That man who beat the fuck out his ex-wife. We have photos. You sat with and you made him money. And then also, Empress, you know that man extorts women. You saw the videos and the stories, and don't say you didn't because everybody was talking about it, of him on the phone call jacking off with different women. You know that people in his agency he would extort and keep and hold money from. You are not stupid to this. Girl, you're full of shit. And that's why I will forever read her. Because baby, it is such a crock of shit, and now we don't want to go in circles. We don't want to go around and around. No, you don't want to go in circles because I just called you out on some contradictory shit. You don't want to go in circles because this isn't circle. This is a straight fucking line. Hey, baby. Like, this is straight shooter. And basically that just showed me and confirmed what I needed to be confirmed, which is she's full of shit. Girl, you are the farthest thing from woman empowerment. If you were woman empowerment, you would not be sitting with someone who you knew beat their fucking, talking about that was in the past, that was recently, that was, he said he did all this and that. So once you figured all that out and saw the photos of his ex-wife beat, and you asked him about it, and he said that was in the past, you decided to say, okay, I'm going to be woman empowerment. Yeah, oh yeah, I know. I'm going to be woman empowerment, and I'm going to say I stand with these women, and I'm blah, blah, blah. But also sit on a panel and make money for a man who beat the fuck out of his ex-wife. Hey, boo. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe it. It's a crock of bullshit. I'm gonna just eat my food first and chat with y'all because that was some bullshit. Girl, you don't want to go in circles because you know I was calm, cool, and collected and called your ass on some contradictory shit. That's why you didn't want to go in circles. Because I could have went the fuck in. But you know what? I was being respectful. Katrina's live. And I knew if I had come up there guns a-blazing, something never expected. What do you mean? If I had come up there guns a-blazing, the yo ass would have dropped down. Because I already know. So I said, let me come up here calm, cool, and collected. Because I already know if I really say what's the tea, it's going to motherfucking, you going to drop down or they going to mute me or drop my ass down. That is crazy to me. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Aries. And you know why I have such a level of disgust for her after hearing that? I have such a level of disgust because you're doing all of this for views instead of just saying if she got pictures. Pictures, baby. Miss Cag, pictures. Pictures. We all got the pictures of motherfucking Brandon's ex-wife. Purple bruises. Eyes swollen, lips swollen. So you know this man did that, whether it was 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. You know this man did that. and you are now in his agency, now being sexually explicit or whatever, engaging whatever with him, sitting on panels with him, and then going around the app saying, I care for women. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. It's insane. It's insane for someone, hey Christy, to sit there and say, I care about women and I am woman empowerment. Yeah. To say I am woman empowerment, but all the stuff that man did, that was in the past. That was back then. We all make mistakes. No, ma'am, you chose to make the mistake. Because it's a mistake if you are dealing with someone and you know it and then you say, oh, I didn't know. And then you sit there and you go back and deal with them and then you eventually leave. No, you sat there knowing this for a long time and didn't give a fuck. And still sat up here and said, you're woman empowerment. Thank you, Nichelle. Like the hypocrisy, and it's just like, because I don't think there's one person, I don't think any of you women who have really, or men, or anybody who's a survivor of domestic, thank you, Nichelle, a survivor of domestic violence would really sit up here and be like, you know what? He beat his wife's, or they beat their partner's ass years ago, and they said that was that between them long ago. So, you know, we're talking about now and what's now. And we're talking about domestic violence and abuse and empowering people now. What? Like you made the choice to sit with this person, knowing that he did that, regardless of the timeline. I don't think anybody would want to be with someone who gave someone else domestic violence and beat them up, regardless of when it was. But now you're sitting up here acting like you care about someone who's currently getting beat up when you didn't care about the person who previously got beat up. That's insane to me. That's insane to me. It's insane to say all that was in the past and any person who comes to me now that needs help, I'm going to help. But you sat with the person who beat somebody up in the past and you sat with them. You didn't just sit with them once. You didn't sit with them twice. Baby, you sat with them for months. And then not only did you sit with them months, didn't she say Yetta was too old, but Korea isn't? And not only did you sit with them months, you were in his agency making them money. You were making someone, thank you. She said Yetta was too old to get caught up. So it's not true. That did it for payment. What do you mean? Did what for payment? The career interview? Thank you. It's just hypocritical to me, and it's absolutely disgusting for a woman to sit up here. Yeah, she picks who she wants to help, yes, and get beat on. No, nobody got beat up on for payment here. No. These are no storylines. These are real women. But it's just disgusting to me for her to sit up there and say that she's woman empowerment and cares about these women, but sat with this man. And then she said, well, I found out that Brandon was, dealing with someone on the app a certain way, so I removed myself for him slowly. So how he was dealing with someone on the app made you move away from him slowly, but him beating his ex-wife's ass till she was purple and blue didn't make you remove yourself from him? You actually stayed, became part of the agency, and worked with someone? That's disgusting. And that's why I will continue to read her. That's why I will continue to read her. Because there's people up here like myself who really do give a fuck about woman empowerment. These are all facts. I just asked her, I said, did you know about Brandon's stuff? Yeah, but he said it was whatever. It was all in the past. It was all whatever, blah, blah, blah. It was all blah, 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 blah. And any woman now that needs help, I'm going to come to her. Now, I'm not talking about a woman now. I'm talking about back then. I'm talking about what you knew and you still continue to deal with someone. So how are you empowerment of women now, but you were just overlapping a woman getting her ass beat back then? Is there a timeline to when we forgive someone for domestic violence? Is there a timeline when we give someone for domestic violence and say, you know what? You know what? Yeah, you beat that woman's ass a year ago. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Yeah, there's photos of them getting beat up. Yeah, all of that. But you know what? Let's focus on the now. And let's work together, baby. Let's work together. No, you working with Brandon is all just the goes to show that you are doing it for the motherfucking content. You don't give a fuck about these women. You don't give a fuck about what you're doing now. You don't give a fuck about women empowerment now. And you's a fake ass bitch. And I'm going to continue reading your ass. What's up? You see, I didn't do it out of respect over there, but shit, I should come back and motherfucking read her ass for Phil. That's what I should do. But I know if I do, Trina gonna drop me down, or she gonna drop down. And that is the most hypocritical shit. I don't want to go in circles. You don't want to go in circles because you know what I'm saying is the truth. What's up? Empress. You don't want to go in circles because what you know I'm saying is the truth. And that just helped me confirm that you didn't do no motherfucking interview caring about that lady. You don't give a fuck about these people's well-being, ma'am. You literally just said what Brandon did was in the past. And, you know, he said that was whatever back then. But any woman who comes to me now. But you knew that woman, he beat the fuck. Y'all, there is pictures of black and blue and purple on his ex-wife. Okay? She had to get away from that man. If I showed y'all would be devastated. So seeing that type of stuff and knowing that type of stuff happened, you not only worked with him in his agency, but you chose to still stay with him for all this time. That is insane to me.